I've just woken up and it's an absolute wild day as always. It's looking like we're going to be getting even more Ultramarines. There's apparently a brand new leak on a Necron book, which is hinting at a battle between the Necrons and the Ultramarines. Is this the future of the narrative? Is this where it's going to be going towards the end of the edition? I have absolutely no idea. Let's jump in, let's look at it all, and of course, let's get waffling. Now, before we jump into the leaks and the brand new Ultramarine stuff, I just want to make something clear. All the rumors, all the leaks that we're talking about in today's video are not coming from the whispers of the warp, as I always say. These are coming from an AOS form by another individual who's been right about a bunch of AOS stuff. So these are not my whispers, these are someone else's whispers. So let's jump over to the big post that everyone's talking about, and I'm going to put it up in the background right now so you can read it along with me. So this is the individual that is posting about this. He's called Bool. It's over on this AOS form, and again, as I've stated, apparently he's got a lot of things right with AOS launches, and he's started to talk about some 40k stuff now that is very interesting. So it states, today has indeed been a rather chaotic. The preview content and my own work led me to misjudge the situation. I mistakenly assumed numerous long-delayed Ultramarine exclusive kits would be released, implying that the 40k responsible for innovation has been reassigned to AOS, which is a bit of a subject within itself, to be fair with you. That could be like a bloody video dedicated to itself due to the overwhelming volume of upcoming AOS new kits. However, this may simply be standard operation procedure. Now, from that, a lot of people are asking, wait, what? There's even more Ultramarine kits going on? What else are we going to get? Like, literally, one of the first replies to this image in the background again from Canawen. Sorry, I've probably butchered your name as well. They put, wait, there's more frigging Ultramarine stuff that was planned? And this Bool individual replied, yes, as a big like, yes, so there's more stuff apparently planned for the Ultramarines, which leads into the question now, what more stuff could the Ultramarines be getting? Like, as a Space Marine fan, right, I love Space Marine stuff, but more Ultramarine stuff when there's more chapters out there, the Flesh Tearers, the Crimson Fist, the Imperial Fist, the Black Templars, right? The Blood Angels, please, can someone give the Blood Angels more love at this point? They're dying in the corner calling everyone Horus, right? Give them some wings. So what else could we be getting for the Ultramarines? The only thing where my mind goes to straight away is maybe, just maybe, we're going to get Tyrannic War Veterans. Again, this edition that we're in, 10th edition, is all about the Tyranids invading the Segmentum Pacificus in the biggest invasion they've ever seen, and we haven't had any Tyranid new war veterans a part of the Ultramarines. So maybe that's where it's got to go. I do know on the Ultramarine decal sheet, they did have decals for the Tyranid veterans. So maybe, just maybe, they're going to get some individual models. But is it going to be like, I don't know, like a specific dreadnought, or is it going to be like a certain vehicle? More characters are going to pop up? I have absolutely no idea. There's a lot of questions about the Ultramarines at this moment in time, because even though we've got like a new Calgar, new Sicarius, new Victrix, which again I think all look amazing, there's some characters like Euroventris, who's completely disappeared. Is that going to be a rebox? Is he going to be put out differently? Is he going to be put out with a new squad of stuff? Absolutely no idea what's going on with stuff like that, but it does make you think, what else could the Ultramarines potentially be getting if this individual is talking true? But hold on to your butts, because we are going down that foily hole, because this is where it gets really interesting, because we're mixing big real life boxes that apparently have leaked and also rumors from this Bool. So again, image in the background, Bool posted 500 worlds. There will be more old, and in brackets new, Ultramarines. Again, what the hell that means, I have absolutely no idea. The only thing I can think of is, of course, Tyranid War Veterans. Maybe, I don't know, chapter. I really don't know, right? I've absolutely no idea. But he posted that image that you've seen in the background that says 500 worlds. And now from that, over in Bolter and Chainsaw that I got linked this morning, apparently this is the image that is ripped from. And it says Warhammer 40,000, 500 worlds, Battalion Necrons, which I have literally no idea what in the Emperor's name is going on at this point. Like, is this some type of end narrative stuff? Is this even real? Like, I zoomed in on this a little bit, and there's a little bit of photoshopping in here that makes me very, very sus a part of this. But I know that Games Workshop does use Photoshop in all their covers. It's not like they put dioramas out and get it as one big shot. No, they don't do that. They Photoshop it in, they layer it all in and stuff like that. So maybe it's just a GW layering issue. Again, as you're seeing right there, it looks kind of real, right? If it's a fake, it's a really, really good thing. But then it asks the question, right? If this is 500 worlds, which of course is all about the Ultramarines, and there's Necrons on the cover of this, it means the Necrons are going to be fighting on the doorstep of the Ultramarine section, right, of the space. It's going to be a throwdown. Is this then going to be that end narrative? Are we going to see all this stuff going down? We do know, of course, that the brand new Catan model is going to be coming out with Kill Team. Is that going to be linked into all this, of course? Like, there's still more Necron stuff supposed to be happening towards the end of this edition. Mix that in with all the narrative stuff, Huron, Prince Yril, right? You know, Armageddon is apparently happening next year in 11th edition. There's so much stuff. There's so much bizarre things to really talk about. What in the Emperor's name is going on at this bloody point? Like, it really, I'm confused. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's giving me more questions than it is answers at this point. Again, is this real? It looks real, but it also looks fake at the same time. Like, I don't know, boys. I'm completely and utterly lost at this point. What in the Emperor's name is going on? Hopefully, next week with a big preview show that's going to be happening on Saturday in the UK, if you're on our time, most of this stuff will be cleared up, because I think we are going to see some previews of that show, and they're going to put all the cards on the table of what's going to be happening towards the end of this edition, with some model releases and some books. Again, Battalion Necrons. Why Battalion Necrons? Not like is this a different type of box game we're going to be getting? Like, that's a question in itself. Battalion Ultramarines, Battalion Space Marines, like Battalion Imperial Guard. Like, where does this stop? Where does this start? Right? I'm confused. I'm like, for once in my life, I cannot talk. Right? I can't speak. It's just. Yeah, it's wild. What a wild day for a potential leak and potential rumouring with Warhammer 40,000. Anyway, Chaperone Hubs, I'm going to leave it there. I would love to get your thoughts, your speculation on this. What could it mean? What new Ultramarines potentially could be released if all this is true? Do you believe in Battalion Necrons? Does it look real? Does it look fake to you? Let me know down below. Is this a narrative campaign? Is this something else? Is it going to be like boarding actions? Remember we got boarding actions? Was that towards the end of 9th edition? I love that. We got like boarding actions boxes, which I think were better than the Combat Patrol boxes, and they just haven't jumped back on that train. Like, maybe this is something like that. I have absolutely no idea. Give me your thoughts, give me your feedback, give me your speculation, give me your girth. Maybe not that, right? Post it down below, and we'll have a nice little talk down there, as we always do. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching, as always. I appreciate everyone who's been sending me this stuff, by the way, over on Discord, over in DMs, over on Twitter, Facebook, and stuff like that. My inbox has exploded. I went to bed early last night. You know, I said to myself, you know what? I get a nice early night. I shouldn't have done it. Everything's happened. Wait, the more I sleep, the more stuff leaks. BRB. Going back to bed, brothers.